Hi Cancers, come on in if you'd like to have a seat for some symbolic support. My name is Steph. I've created an ink blot made in your name and essence, and we're going to flip it for perspective possibilities to see what shapes and symbols stand out. We'll also add on tarot and oracle, and as well we have Ghost Tube here kick in for any audio additions that may further inspire or irritate, so please do receive or release freely. Cancers, you know the drill. I'm going to open up. You're welcome to join me, or you can fast forward through, whatever feels good to you. Taking a nice big breath, closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of the Cancer Collective. Cancers, as always, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura for the mid to end of January. All right, let's dig in here. All right, there we go. Sorry. The leather's still quite new in this book, so it's a little stiff. We'll see if I can hold it down. All right, Cancers. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below or keep to yourself.
Shopkeeper.
Shopkeeper. Interesting. Interesting. All right, where am I going here? Oh, I'm seeing an owl come at me. An owl. I kind of feel like something's being whipped into shape. I don't know if you're whipping yourself into shape or in what landscape it's in, physical, emotional, spiritual, this, that, or the other. But it's blatantly coming right at me, and it means business. Where else are we going here? I'm seeing a rhinoceros. Now, this rhinoceros is quite kind, if I may. But there's something creative about its horn, the rhino horn. That symbol also might mean something to someone. So it's like if I imagine the horn, not in a Pinocchio style, it's more of like an extension of something that I'm like sniffing out opportunities or creative opportunities for me to create what is
Frustrated.
most optimal. Perhaps there is an air of frustration that's been, if it's a person, I feel like there might be an external energy that is frustrating you a little bit. And then when I say that, I will kind of want to dig a little deeper and say, like, can I admit what's really frustrating me? Is it a disappointment? Didn't work out the way, I wanted it to, the way I was, and there might even be some control in there. I don't want to say control issues, but you know what I mean. Anything along that lines. There's a lot of things happening in the throat when I take a look at this. I feel as though what I speak and what I say to myself first and foremost, and then how that's reflected into other people. There's also something about gold leafing. See, because the Cancers, I feel like you're adding that gold leaf to things. Maybe it's in between things you're saying, in between things people say, and you can determine adding like this elegance to it. Because there is an elegance there. But I kind of like keep getting drawn into this, I mean business. Somebody might have some sort of stuffed animal from when they were a child. A stuffed animal or a plushie from when you were a child. Something about that's coming through. Somebody also might have sucked their thumb. And then I'm also hearing that, is it a fairy tale or like a nursery rhyme? A nursery rhyme about something like a thumb in a pie, or I don't know, something along that lines. Okay, I feel like there's something about a distance. At a distance. A conversation that's being had at a distance. Whether it's telepathy or it's telepathic, or there's been some sort of divide with someone or something. I kind of get the feeling, Cancers, because both are Buddhas. Both are happy Buddhas, like the laughing Buddhas. So I'm curious if the divide is like we went our separate ways and we're both happy. We're happier with the space between us. So the divide is not really what I think it is. There's a loyalty here. So loyalty. And it's almost like if somebody moved away or if somebody lives far or communication's different. High Priestess of Fire. It's almost as if there's a misconception that a loyalty has died or because of that space. And I feel like that love transcends that. Yeah. You might also have like some sort of wish. I feel like if I'm being honest, Cancers, I feel like I kind of wish something worked out a little differently or our circumstances were different. Where we lived, maybe the choices we made that and led up to this point might have been a little different. But I feel like I'm being asked to consider a common place, a common ground. Maybe you feel like that's not possible. Maybe it's not possible. And maybe that's what's causing some frustration. Yeah, maybe you feel that you made different choices along the way. But I kind of, when I come into this choices, I feel like I took one way and by default, somebody or something else might have taken different or made different choices, and I'm perceiving it as darker. But to be honest with you, I still feel like love transcends that space of duality. And that could be a point of just frustration or misunderstanding. There's like two dogs here. And they're being pointed. So I'm seeing these two dogs and they have this one energy that's leading them. And I'm going to say it's a he. He's pointing to this third one. I don't know if there's something I'm setting my sights on, some goal that I want, a piece of me that I want. Or it's kind of like...
what happened to me?
There might be this feeling of like sick 'em, you know, like get that one. Am I hunting for something? But it's something that I either care for it very much so, but yet I don't have, it's weird, Cancers. It's like I feel like I care about something a whole lot, but yet when I think about how I feel about it, or maybe my thoughts, it doesn't feel positive. Like I don't feel like I say positive things. So I feel a little, I'm not sure if this is within the self or externalized. It's like how can I feel like I want this or I care about it so much, but then I say maybe not the kindest things. Four of Swords, if that means anything to you, you know the drill. Follow that first versus my earrings. See, because there's something else pointing another finger.
Who are they?
Finger pointing. And it's all in this one piece. Is it you, Cancers? Is it something that's keeping you up at night? I don't know what it is. It's very curious. Again, I kind of feel like I want to clarify my words or maybe admit there might be something I'm in denial about. The Emperor. Hold on, this is, with the new book, it gets a little funny. So can we can I prop that? Will it hold it down? Thank you. Am I protecting something? My childhood? Something about maybe when I was a child, I kind of come back into the stuffy feeling. Could have something to do with parents as well. Five of Wands. What am I competing? Is somebody competing with you, Cancers? And you're like, why is everyone pointing the finger at me? What's going on? Three of Wands. You're like, I just want to have peace. I just want peace.
Count.
The Tower, but in reverse. Something's not willing to change. There's a sense of denial. I don't know if this is someone around you, an energy around you. And then the Empress. See how she's all in pink there? And then I want to plop that, excuse me, thank you, in there. It's almost like I feel like I am a child of divorce or separation. Maybe you're going through a separation and it's keeping you up at night, how it might be affecting the children, or it's triggering your history if your parents were also separated. You know, that's the kind of something about my throat too. My throat. Somebody also might have a mother in spirit. And as I say that, the sun comes out. A mother in spirit who's trying to help in a big way. It's a mother energy. It's a golden energy. Something about somebody's self-worth. The Fool's on the bottom. Somebody's self-worth or version of, or a new relationship, version of themselves. And you have this golden spirit with you, along with the Queen of Hazards and the Wheel of Fortune with the Fool on the bottom. A new resonance relationship. But you've had to, I don't know if somebody gave up a lot for you. Or they, how do I say that? Or you've like given your right arm for an opportunity, because I'm seeing somebody go off to college or something like that, and maybe they're not fully aware of what, like, or what you've been through to help make that happen or something like that. Somebody in spirit, and I say spirit of like the afterlife, could be a guide, but I'm getting a feeling it's more of an ancestor that of this lineage of here and now, that they're helping you with your elixir of life. They understand what you've given. They understand what you've done. Thank you. Well, you know, it happens. But that's kind of the vibe of it all. That through this tower that will not topple. You could be going through something that's just frustrating and a little annoying. But yet, as you go through it, things start to turn in your favor with Fortune and the Fool. I'm sorry, I didn't even realize the camera was still there. Sorry, I'm getting used to what I changed the camera angles. Anyway, I won't bore you with the details. The Fortune and the Fool. Something might have tried to, I don't know, if there is somebody going through a separation, even if it's a job, you know, something didn't work out. I don't get the feeling like it's successful in kind of taking you down, because you have this whole elixir of life that I want to place in here. There's a blushing as well. I feel like if you're not already, there's a blushing going on.
Which?
Okay, so that's what that brought me into. That's hilarious. The movie Practical Magic, where they're like yelling at her, witch, she's a witch. Something's misunderstood. Whatever this change is, that's how I'm going to just lean into it. This change or this transition. For some, it's a relationship, romantic. For some, it's a friendship. For some, it might be family. Whatever this case is, it's like that conversation. One rabbit hole is that you're having maybe a long distance relationship, and it'll work out as long as the distance is respected and there's no guilt associated with it. Yeah, success. It will be successful. The other rabbit hole is if there's something that you're holding on to, or something around you that's holding you in a place that feels like you're, just frustrated is the word that come to mind. I feel like by having the courage to let it go, by allowing the relationship, the marriage, whatever the case is, the resonance to take its course by everyone's choices that have been made, to have the courage to do that allows like mint to come through, and mint specifically is how I'm seeing it here. And I don't know if it's actually mint, because then you get to create the life you actually wanted. Yeah, see, change. I feel like Cancers are something you might have been chained to for a while. Let's see if there's anything else that's standing out. And it might have triggered something from childhood, if I'm being honest, maybe. But that's like a positive trigger. It's like, oh yeah, I went through this. Say as an example, you went through your own parents' divorce when you were young, and the way you saw it from that perspective is one version of the situation. But it's like I would like to maybe not have that, or redo that. I don't know, something along that lines. Okay, I'm in this conversation here. I'm swimming up to something. This person's surfing. And this character is surfing. I don't know if that's me, because there's pink in here, like a magenta. If magenta is a color that's standing out to you right now. See, and then there's also this conversation here. Actually, this is a 3-part conversation. 1, 2, 3. Kind of like the Celtic knot.
Scratch.
Am I going to be meeting somebody, interacting with other people that are all of different vibes? One might be an earth sign, or something about an earth sign, or somebody who's just very grounded. If that's not you, feeling grounded, because I'm seeing them as like wise with like whiskers hanging down, and they just have like this wisdom. And then again, there's like that laughing Buddha, somebody with a big belly that just seems very, very happy, if I'm being honest with you. And then there's this other creature that feels, I don't know if they're like a baby goat gruff, or a baby goat, or something along that lines. Somebody's nourishing you. Page of Swords, if that means anything to you. I feel a little defensive. Justice will be served. Is it balancing? It's like, that's how I'm feeling. I'm not sure. I feel very careful in your aura, Cancers, that I like. Even see how in this Page of Swords, if the lighting will allow it to come through, it's like I don't want to pass that down to myself, because there's butterflies in the background of the transformation. It's like I want to keep my heart and my mind in balance, but I feel like it's really hard to not see the worst in something, whether it's a circumstance. I don't know what it is. And it's like, do I need to be ready? I kind of feel like I can't relax. But then I have like this surfing coming in, and I feel very playful. Again, I feel like in the positive side of like childhood. Like if you had a rough childhood, is there also moments of positive things, good things? And I'm being asked to look at those. To not even if it's of like if your marriage or relationship, something's ending, or a job that isn't ending the way you wanted it to. I want to acknowledge there's good times in there, and it's the ending that's allowing the beginning to begin. You're also being handed like a baton. Yeah, see, it's for this whatever's just sticking in your craw, Cancers. Again, it could be a Capricorn or an earth sign, something from childhood for sure. It could be that father figure. Could be a father figure, or there could be a male around you as well that is, or your masculine energy that is feeling the effects of the feminine emotions. Or see, there's something. 5 of Swords and Judgment, and there's 3 here.
Library.
There's 3. I want Justice and Judgment. I want to note that. Okay, sorry.
Did.
Thank you. I want to place this water, this King of Cups, in that crevice. Something feels a little overwhelming. But again, I want to gold leaf something. Okay. Self, is that all the, yeah, that red and magenta. I love myself. All the pieces of me. All the pieces of me. Something about water. It's in the king and in the high priestess. And it's all around me. All of these pieces. It's all around me. This feeling.
Help me.
It's like, help me, help you, help me.
Sending love.
Jerry Maguire. That's so nice. And to receive that, because they are. There's this trifecta. There's this duality. Or these two characters sending you. Maybe it's just all coming in pieces.
Cousin.
Maybe it has something to do with a cousin as well. All right, are we getting ready to close out for? Yeah, there's something, that honesty, and we talked about it before with a little bit of denial and conclusions on the bottom. And there might be just something about something ending to create a new chapter. And maybe I just need to stop denying myself pleasure in having this new beginning. Being honest with myself that maybe things didn't work out the way it's concluded is concluded, but that doesn't mean that void needs to be filled with haste. I'm not denying that there's some sort of emotional energy in regards to it, but it's like fire and water. And maybe those are like through the choices that came through earlier. Yeah, through the choices. Maybe for a time in life that was, you know, one half of you or one half of a job, a company, your relationship. One way was fire, one way was water. And people made choices, and that's okay. Okay, let's look at your oracle cards here and see if anything else stands out, Cancers. I hope this has served. If you haven't already, please do like, share, and subscribe. I totally adore you, and I am so grateful for your awesome awareness and perspective, which is powerful. I can hear my cat coming in, so we'll see. All right, we have here Aries, motivation, Leo, kingdom, and Vega,
Cosmic.
falling eagle, dynamism. Dynamism? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Even this Aries card, her dress, it's very much so in these colors. Like I feel motivated to hold my sense of strength. To be, you know, we all know you can be ferocious. And maybe at times it's the best thing for you is to hold, protect your next of kin, protect your, what does the lions have? Is it like their pride or, anyway, you know what I'm saying? And then coming into like this falling eagle. Spirit is sending you so much. Spirit of things. It's this gold leafing. It's like in a weird way, seeing what is gold leafed. Sorry if the lighting will allow my windows open. Seeing things covered and kind of littered with gold. Seeing things as opportunities. Even if things have ended. And there's something about being creative with that rhino horn, or at least the way, again,
regret.
Right, you know, they can kind of ram through, and maybe you don't want to ram through with regret. Reflections, perhaps, but there's so much brightness in honesty with oneself, and it seems to me that it eases something once I'm honest with that. And then I have room for motivation to move forward. Because I don't know if you're blaming something or you're being blamed for something. It seems. But you know what? At the end of the day, how I am digesting that, how it motivates me, is what I really want to pay attention to, Cancers. That's how it's making me feel. All right, Cancers, I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to see you later on for a bonus read. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for scrying and subscribing and sharing and all that kind of ooey gooey good stuff. And until next time, I will see you again soon. Bye. Let's get a numerology card out here. We got 88. I am wealthy. Cancers, you're on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant spiritual life. You will find numerous opportunities for achievement. Awesome. Congrats.